I'm Davey, and I'm awesome! And welcome to the Comic Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos, and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments, being kissed in your sleep is one of the purest forms of love there is. Unless, of course, you're in prison. Before we get into this, hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, and I thought I would go ahead and show you how my Christmas went. So kicking it off this week with last week's Comic Corner, the Christmas Dad Jokes Corner, Robert Kindler commented, "I don't know if I've even tried fruitcake."
Fruitcake. I love fruitcake. Num 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 num.
Lucky you. It's disgusting. Then Robert Kindler commented, "I want to hear the story about the Robin comic that you always have displayed." Well, as you can see, Rob, it's not a comic, it's a shadow box. See? But there's not really much of a story to go with this. I mean, I have a friend, and he makes these for people. All types of things. He can make a shadow box for bands, and movies, and comics, and sports teams. He's a buddy of mine, and one year I got the idea for my wife for Christmas. My wife's big nerdy thing is Disney princesses. Go figure. And her favorite Disney princess is Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. Problem with that? Believe it or not, there's not a whole lot of Aurora stuff out there, and most of it's expensive. So, being unable to find some stuff, because I wanted to get her something Aurora, I went to my buddy and I was like, "Hey, can you make one of these Sleeping Beauty style for my wife?" He did, and he made a second one for me as a Christmas gift. So, there's the story behind this. This comic's sealed. I can't even get it out of there. I wouldn't want to. It would disturb the whole piece. And Rob, if you want him to make you something, hit me up. I'll get you guys in contact. He lives in your town. He even made one of those for my brother. It was Freddy Krueger. Then Joshua Martinez commented, "The red in this video is killing me! Why would that make you so angry? What are you, a bull?" One time, Fritter the Loon took Haynes to court. It was a briefcase. And then in my Davy's Awesome Stories, The Awesome Before Christmas, Joshua Martinez commented, "I love books by Ken Lindsay. Author of the Gavin English series and the River Runes, available at kenlindsaybooks.com. Okay. Then J. Spud Martin Steenstein commented, "I used to love rhyming. It was always a joy to read Cat in a Hat and try to list all the infractions the mother could sue that cat for. I even had my own imaginary cat. He was awful. He had the same voice as my uncle, and like my uncle, he would tell me inappropriate stories at bedtime as I got drowsy off the tea he made me drink. I had to wake up with the taste of chewing tobacco in my mouth. When I thought it was my uncle, Mom would tell me it was my horrible imaginary cat, Boots and you. He would make me run around the yard chasing mice for him, while spitting chew at my toes and mocking my pouchy boy belly. He called me Stogie Bear." Rob Kindler replied to this, "I still have nightmares of reading Fox and Socks." Then Robert Kindler commented, "For Christmas my wife got me the Cooking with Semen cookbook. When are you all coming over for dinner?" Gonna go with never? Not unless you're, treating us to McDonald's or something. Because, no. I know I've gone on record to say that I'll try any food item at least once, but, I stand corrected. I sent my boy to his room because he got in trouble, and as he was leaving, he yelled, "Jim Morrison is overrated!" I told him, "Hey! What have I told you about slamming the doors?"
What?
And then Joshua Martinez was not able to comment on any more videos this week because he's been having internet problems with the storms going on. He said he will go back and comment on those videos when he can. Yet somehow J. Spud Martin Steenstein was able to comment on a couple of the videos, starting with my Davy's Awesome Movies, where I reviewed the Christmas classic, The Ref. Oh my god, why are they so disrespectful of the main guy's mother? She's an angel compared to my own. I'll bet she is. To this day, I'm still paying interest on what the hospital charged just for her to give birth to me, and it's been prorated for economic inflation. She told me how expensive it was. It was a very high cost, mostly due in part from the lawsuit. I cried so hard the nurse got PTSD, especially after I lost control of my bladder, and it got all over her, the poor lady. I spent my childhood on the registered offenders list from public bladder voiding and indecent exposure as I was born, without covering my shame. And another thing, the mother in this movie hated the wife for being unfaithful. Good on her. My mother encouraged both my ex-wives to be unfaithful to me, and she kept all the money they made for her in the process. I can't tell you how shameful it is to see your own mother strike your significant other with a pimp stick while dressed in a tasteless, tacky leopard print fur coat and FUBU pants. They called her Biggie Moms. God, you're stupid. The waitress asked me how do I find my steak. I told her I usually just live next to the potatoes, and there it is. And then, on the Brothers Not Lovers movie review of my favorite Christmas movie of all time, Scrooged, J. Spud Martin Steenstein commented, he's lucky he only had 3 spirits to deal with. For Hanukkah I had 6, and they were all my least favorite dead relatives and a mailman from my childhood. He was Canadian. I'm so sorry. So we always gifted him bacon for his birthday. All 6, along with my guardian angel, tried to convince me that life was not worth living, and I'd be better off having never been born. Every time I read your comments, I kind of agree with that. I should add to the fact that I hadn't wished for anything, much less an end to life. I just wanted a price check on a box of stale Apple Jacks so that I could argue why I should be allowed to pay less. I don't care what you say. One could definitely haggle with those schmucks at Walmart, but I digress. Those spirits did nothing for my holiday except waste my time. Self-ending costs money, and I'm not one to spend it on something that does me no good. Go back to Singapore, Jimmy Stewart. How is it that you couldn't comment, but your alter ego could? My wife held up 2 kayak paddles and asked me which one I wanted. I said, either or. So there you have it, that's the Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit that little bell so you get notifications for when I post new videos, and leave a comment so you can be on next week's Comic Corner. Love you guys.